Welcome to the wonderful and whimsical world of Innisgreen, the latest world that was added in the Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. I'm going to give you a general overview of the world of Innisgreen, as well as taking a look at a few notable places where you'll want your Sims to visit. The enchanting Isle of Innisgreen is renowned for its natural beauty and vibrant communities. Sims from afar are drawn to the idyllic Sprucederry Grove, where foraging is abundant and life flourishes in harmony with nature. In the mystical forest of Everdew, the pursuit of fairy life and relationships offer enchanted experiences. Adventure awaits at the coast of Adhmor, where the Isle's rich history and secrets unfold through its engaging residents and monuments. Innisgreen is celebrated for its development of the apothecary skill, attracting Sims eager to pursue careers in naturopathy and holistic practices. Innisgreen itself features 3 new neighborhoods, one of which is the home to the new fairy occult in The Sims 4. There are 14 lots in total across the 3 neighborhoods, with 11 of them being built by some talented creators in the simming community. I'll get into that in a little bit. First, starting with the coast of Adhmor. A bustling seaside village filled with lore and history, the coast of Adhmor serves as a tourist hotspot due to its colorful architecture, iconic landmarks, and coastal views. There are 2 households in the coast of Adhmor. These are the Lapido household and the Noam household. The Lapido household, if we look at the info panel, says despite moving to a more picturesque place, the Lapido household still clutches onto their tech-based lifestyle. When the closest to gardening, Flora and Aogit is watering their live houseplants, it's clear nature is just a beautiful backdrop to them. But live houseplants are not the only thing in need of extra care. A rift is formed within their family after their daughter, Iris, moved out to pursue a more enchanted life. Burdened by this disconnection, the Lapidos must try to find common ground with their daughter or risk expanding their divide. And the Lapidos, by the way, are the family that was featured in the Enchanted by Nature trailer. Looking at the Noam household, the coast of Adhmor's very own wacky, waving, non-inflatable, arm-flailing gnome man, Glenn Noam, resides in this humble abode, surrounded by his personal collection of gnomes. Satisfied with his secluded lifestyle, Glenn enjoys spreading the good gnome word at Num Gnomes, woodworking or crafting his latest professional piece of writing, which may or may not be gnome fan fiction. An elder in his prime, Glenn is the kind of neighbor to lend a helping hand or enchanted gnome to do it for him. Now, 8 Gnome Coast Street was built by Cracked Cyber. It is Glenn Gnome's home. This is a 30 by 20 lot, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. It comes with the Homey Lot trait, which allows Sims to quickly level up their mixology, cooking, handiness, and gardening skills. Moving on to 1 Murray Shores Road. This is a small starter home on a 30 by 20 lot that comes with 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. It is a very simplistic starter home. The cost of this lot, if you want to move one of your Sims into it, is just under 20,000 simoleons. And it has the fast internet lot trait that helps your Sims quickly level up in skills such as programming, video gaming, and writing. 42 Norm Ferret Drive was built by Sims creator Sandra Pica. It has some views of the ocean. It is a 40 by 30 lot that features 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. It also comes with the convivial lot trait that makes the charisma, comedy, and mischief skills easier to level up. This is the home of the family from the Enchanted by Nature trailers, and you'll notice that it has their daughter's bedroom, but the bedroom looks a lot different from the trailers, which I think is an interesting little touch. There is only 1 community lot in this neighborhood, and that is the Gnome exhibit, which was built by a Sims creator, The Sims Scroll. The gnome exhibit is on a 40 by 30 lot, and it is a museum that features the natural light lot trait. So let's take a look around some of the sites of the Coast of Adhmor neighborhood. A lot of the houses, a lot of the buildings in the Coast of Adhmor are debug, but they really make the place seem alive. Another debug house that I love the look of is this one, and it's just got so much personality. I really wish that they had made these into full-blown lots that we could move our Sims into, or at least put versions of these in the gallery for us to download, because this house is freaking adorable. Then we've got this little debug lot that is like a little community lot. It's got all of these little cafes and stores just circling around this tree here, and this little Celtic knot square bit of patio. Really cute, absolutely adorable. Really wish that they had made some of these buildings interactable, but it does add to the charm of the Coast of Adhmor. Moving on to a view from the sea itself of the Coast of Adhmor, we've got this beautiful section here with the sailing boats and the piers, surface of the water reflecting all of the buildings. Seriously is like a postcard. Over here across from the museum, this is the captain's quarters. So here you can buy and sell any fish that your sim catches. There is a fishing spot right here in front of the captain's quarters as well. Absolutely love the Adhmor sign here with the 4-leaf clover and the gnome. It just gives you like immediate welcome to small town vibes. The great gnome statue has birds and butterflies all around it, and as you get closer, the sound of the bird song gets louder. Can actually attempt to appease the great gnome by giving it a gift, and in exchange, depending on what gift you give him, the great gnome will give you some really cool things in return. Normally, Glenn is the gnome enthusiast, but because I'm playing as him right now, we're given an extra one. But yeah, you can order some specialty food as well as shop for gnomes and get some information about gnomes as well from him. Glenn is also one of the holders of one of the fables. Highly recommend that if you want to do the fables, you check out Glenn here at his stand, because loads of lore inside these fables. Another point of interest is this boat here, and there's even a historical plaque here that you can read, and this gives you a little bit more history about the Coast of Adhmor and Innisgreen in and of itself. Moving over to the next neighborhood of Innisgreen, we've got Sprucederry Grove. Sprucederry Grove is a haven for bohemian and nature-loving Sims who love gardening, living off the land, and mastering the apothecary skill. Nature enthusiasts flock here to forage among the picturesque trees and bathe in the tranquil stream. The neighborhood takes its name from the local legend Spruce Almighty, the community's loving garden pal. And of course, Spruce Almighty is a play of the film Bruce Almighty, which I absolutely love. Let's take a look at the household real quick that came with the pack. These are the Enchanted Lovers household. Two lovers different from one another built a path to be together, and now they share a loving home. Todd and Elric first bonded over their appreciation for nature and its many enchantments. They often spend their days lounging in the sun or foraging by the water, but not everything is picture perfect. While Todd thrives in his apothecary business, Elric searches for a bigger purpose beyond a life of mixology. Unsure of his true nature, Elric contemplates if clipping his wings would yield more or less freedom. Only time can tell. We have Todd here, who is the apothecary expert, basically, of Sprucederry Grove. And then there is Elric, who is a fairy. So let's take a look first at the Fern and Frond wading pond. This is the largest lot in Enchanted by Nature, features the Bracing Breezes lot trait, and costs 16,635 simoleons. Now, I personally love this lot. It has a large fishing pond on it. Now, the only problem with this fishing pond is for some reason the developers did not stock this lot. I have no idea why. If you decide to do like a rags to riches on this lot, thinking that your sim will be able to go fishing, your sim's gonna have to level up a bit in the fishing skill and go fishing on other lots in order to be able to stock this pond. Moving to the Whistling Thistle Gardens. This is a community park lot, and it is the perfect place to stop, relax, and take in the nature around you while you're in Sprucederry Grove. It is a 40 by 30 lot, packed full of places for your sims to relax in and be closer to nature. So if we look around this lot, there are lots of gardening spots for your sims to garden. 2 planter boxes here and 2 planter boxes over here next to the swing set. But there's loads of things here for your sims to do. There's picnic benches, grills, monkey bars for your child sims, swings. It's a really, really nice place just to relax. Moving on to the Greenwood Hamlet Residence. This is a 30 by 20 residential lot that comes with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, as well as the convivial lot trait. It is a small but really nice starter home for your sims. It does have the new fairy passage lot trait, which means that fairies will show up on the lot more often. Next up, we have Gringles, which is a bar made by Sims creator Sandra Pica. And Gringles is the #1 bar in Sprucederry Grove, mostly because it is the only bar in Sprucederry Grove. It is on a 30 by 30 lot, and it comes with both the convivial and great acoustics lots traits. Perfect for a bit of live music, and it even comes with its own little music stage. Sandra did an absolute fantastic job with this lot, putting loads of things to do not only outside but also inside. She did a great job as well of bringing in the outside into the inside with loads of plants, platform here, and swing sets as well outside. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. This is the last residential lot on Sprucederry Grove, and it is home to the Enchanted Lovers household that we talked about before. This is an absolutely gorgeous split-level house that has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. It comes with the homey lot trait and also the off-the-grid lot challenge. Let's take a look at some of the really cute and picturesque details of Sprucederry Grove, starting from the Enchanted Lovers lot. We have this really cute debug house. Again, really wish that they would have turned some of these into proper houses, but I just love the little rock trail goes in up to this little house. Absolutely adorable, and the cliff faces behind it really add to the cozy vibe. Moving along the path from the Enchanted Lovers lot, there's this little dirt path here that leads to a fishing spot, and this is one of the most picturesque fishing spots that I have ever seen. Look how beautiful that is. Moving upstream from the fishing spot, you have this little swimming spot in the river where you can swim, bathe if you have the high enough. With the waterfalls back there, it is such an absolutely beautiful area of this neighborhood. Over here to the left, this is a little rabbit hole store. And from here, this is your gardening and live house plant supply store. It's very pretty with loads of butterflies flying around. and loads of little potted plants on pallets just to drive home that it is a houseplant store. Behind that is this little park. Just a little tiny circle park here with a bench, nothing else here. It's just a nice little place for your Sims to sit and admire the view. Over here in front of the houseplant supplies store and next to the pub, you've got Spruce Almighty's tree, and you can view it or you can summon Spruce Almighty himself. Spruce Almighty does give you a fable quest so that you learn some of his lore and history. Moving on to the side of the pub here, we have a little hillock here with a ring of mushrooms, or a fairy ring, if you will. If you click it, it says, I think, I'm not certain, but there is, I think this might have to do with one of the fables or with fairies in particular, because it is a fairy ring. We'll take a look at it, but nothing happens, as you can see.
Babe Impala Janjo.
Moving up here past this starter home, you have another little tiny debug cottage, which is just the absolute cutest, off here to the side of the park. Another little debug area. There's loads of these little pots here that are, gardening pots, but your Sims cannot interact with them, which is a real shame. I would have loved to be able to use these, but it is a really, really pretty sight, especially there in front of this little shack cabin that has flies flying around it for some reason. But you notice here you cannot click on the shack at all. You have a very small park here with jungle gyms, swing set, another bathroom, and a grill. Over here, kind of catty corner from the pub, is this rabbit hole, and this is a bookstore or a library. You can donate books if you have books in your inventory, or you can purchase used books from here. Directly across from that is Todd's Apothecary shop. It is open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. And next to that, you've got a public apothecary table where your Sims can practice apothecary if you don't want to purchase an apothecary table yourself. A little bit of a top tip: if you come over here during the day when the apothecary shop is open, you can ask Todd to mentor you in the apothecary skill and level up your apothecary skill super, super fast. Also over here next between the pub and the Enchanted Lovers lots is this community board. This community board is actually the Fable board. By clicking on it, you can find out who the local fabulists or fabulists are. If you find all of these Sims that are on this Fable board, they will each give you a quest to learn all of their history and their lore, and it does give a lot of background history and stuff to the entire world of Innisgreen. I highly recommend that you check this out. Final neighborhood in the new world of Innisgreen is Everdew. It's the home of the Fairy Council, the epicenter of fairy life, where fairies can let it all hang out. Innisgreen's most enchanted neighborhood shimmers with a patina of magic all over its natural beauty. And one of the neat things about Everdew, Sprucederry Grove and the coast of Adhmor experience seasons and changes of weather. So in the winter, you get snow. In the summer, you'll get hot weather. Everdew, the temperature is a very temperate climate, which means no snow in winter, no super hot days. You won't have to worry about your Sims dying to extreme temperatures. So Everdew features 5 lots, a community lot, which is the lounge, and 4 residential lots. The watering hole is an empty lot. The watering hole resides in Everdew amidst a backdrop of green and blue enchanted hues. Those living off the land will have just enough to live off of this empty lot. The Star Sung Lounge attracts unique Sims from near and afar. Locals are free to embody their true form and catch up with friends or make new ones. Then there's the Summer Dream residential lot. Having put down roots many moons ago, the Summer Dreams are Everdew's opulent high fae family. Notable couple Titiana and Oberon struggle to navigate the challenges of parenthood alongside their emotionally tumultuous marriage. But luckily for them, fairies thrive on emotional happenstance, so at least they're well satiated by the drama. As for Mara, she anxiously awaits the day her wings will sprout and spends her afternoons fishing with her father or racing butterflies. And they live in Puckett Hall, which is a fairy estate fit for high status. It is a chateau that has been passed down through generations, carrying a versatility for indoor and outdoor needs. Then there's Mystical Besties, which is a residential lot. Iris and Nadia live in this lot. A singles den made for two, Iris and Nadia have turned this house into a home. After a run-in outside of a fairy house soiree, these two became fast friends, with Nadia demanding Iris take up her spare room. Bonding over a mutual love for nature, enchantment, and a bit of disruption, these besties are embracing being young and finding their own mystical path, wherever it may lead. And of course, Iris Lapido is the daughter of the Lapidas who live in the coast of Adhmor. The lot itself is Bard Boulevard, and it is a cozy plot of land which is perfect for a humble abode with a not-so-humble view. Then finally, the Cranamore residential lot is an empty starter home lot built into one of the largest trees in the forest. So if we start at Cranmore Residential was built by Sims creator Nina Schmidt. It is an absolutely cute and cozy little house, but it does come equipped with 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, as well as having the homey and fairy passage lot traits. It definitely has the best views that we have seen so far. It is on top of a tree, and a little bit of a top tip, you can actually get a lot of these tree pieces in debug, which I absolutely love the idea of. Moving over to the watering hole, this is the empty residential lot in Everdew. This is a 40 by 30 lot with a pond in the middle of it. It is a very cheap lot. It's less than 3,000 simoleons and comes with the convivial lot trait. The Star Sung Lounge was created or built by community creator Cracked Cyber. This is a 30 by 30 lot featuring the Great Acoustics lot trait and also the Fairy Passage trait. Looking inside of this lounge, the whole interior looks like a absolute lush cave, or maybe in the middle of the woods. It just gives that fully outdoor indoor feeling. That backdrop is just completely mesmerizing. On the lot itself, there's loads of plants that are actually light, which is really cool. Then you've got a bench over here that overlooks the pond, which I will get into in just a bit, and a few little wild plants here and there as well that you can pick and interact with. There is also over here a wild moody shrub, which you'll definitely want to take notice of if you decide to go into gardening or apothecary. And there's a little swing set out here for your Sims. Next up, we have the opulent Puckett Hall, built by the Sim Scrolls. Puckett Hall is a massive 50 by 50 residential lot and is home to the Summer Dream household. The house itself is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home and comes with the natural light and fairy passage traits. Sim Scrolls did an awesome job at this with this house. There's so many towers and intricate roofing details here that are just absolutely gorgeous. The lot itself, as you can see, we've got some outdoor bins, gardening, planters, swing set, an outside bar, loads of stuff to interact with and do on this lot, and that's not even looking on the inside. Finally, we have Bard Boulevard, which is where the Mystical Besties household lives. This is a 30 by 20 lot, and it is equipped with the Homey lot trait, and was built by Sims creator Nina Schmidt. Again, I think Nina did an absolutely beautiful job with this, adding in the new rooftop plants. It is simply beautiful. So a few of the interesting things that you'll want to take note of in Everdew. Behind Puckett Hall is this flower here. This is the Wild Aura Blossom. Again, you will definitely want to collect this for your apothecary needs. Then moving down from that, we have this pond here, which is the Moondrop Spring. And from here, you can change your emotional state or bottle the spring's emotion potion. If you want to become a fairy and you go down that quest route, this springs is also your final stop on becoming a fairy. And it is quite simply beautiful to look at. From the front of the lounge, there is the Fable board. Behind the Fable board is the Fairy Hub, and at the Fairy Hub, you can use their toilet, sponge bathe, investigate fairy court documents, learn about Everdew history, and research how to become a fairy. Very useful spot for loads of different gameplay reasons. Behind the Fairy Hub, you'll notice this little fairy home, and sometimes fairies will go in here and will like party and stuff. If the little fairy house has fairy dust inside, you can pick it up and shake it to get fairy dust out of it, and you can also read fairy tales. Over from the Fairy Hub, in front of the Puckett Hall, is the Wild Lightning Route. Then there's a little park here with a picnic bench and grill and apothecary table. And as far as things that I've been able to find in Everdew, that is pretty much it. So that is all for our world overview of Innisgreen from Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature. If you haven't bought the pack yet and you're thinking of doing so, please do consider using my Sims creator code MurelySims when you purchase the pack from the EA app. Doing so helps support my channel and what I do here. There are loads of places to explore and live in this pack, and let me know down in the comments which one is your absolute favorite. Before we go though, there is one more thing that I haven't shown you, and that is the teleport stone in Everdew. But if you have fairy dust, you can use this stone to teleport to any of the hidden lots or hidden worlds that are in The Sims 4. Well, that includes the magical world that is included in Spellcaster's pack, and the 2 hidden worlds that are in base game, as well as Sixam if you have Get to Work. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video, and if you want to learn more about Enchanted by Nature, click the video here on the screen to do so.